One-upsmanship is kind of the foundation of a competitive society, especially when that one-upsmanship involves a lot of ups and downs. The Perrine Bridge in Twin Falls is the only place in America where base jumping is allowed year-round, which is why it's become the landing spot for a lot of thrill seekers. Over the years, a lot of people have been keeping tabs on who can do it the most in a limited amount of time. We followed this battle for years, and a new chapter was just recently written, this week, by the way, by a new character.
So I attempted most human-powered base jumps in 24 hours off the Perrine Bridge here in Twin Falls, Idaho.
You need the legs to jump, of course. But the human power of the legs is best tested on the 486-foot climb back to the top after every single jump.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, there it is. The record before was 64. My goal was 100. I started at 7 p.m. on Friday. The first 20 jumps or so were kind of easy sailing, just kind of enjoying it.
The human body does have limits, and those are tested as the marathon goes on. Jumping, soaring, landing, and climbing.
I hit kind of a wall around 30 jumps or so. Once I started to hurt, then the bike ride out to the middle of the bridge and sailing down was kind of the recovery. So I got to rest during that little time. Around 60 jumps or so, I hit another wall. And basically, hitting a wall is just really struggling to get up the mountain.
The previous record of 60-some jumps was a blip on the radar. Woohoo! Cox was concentrated on the century mark.
I didn't really care much about number 65 or whatever. Yeah, I jumped with a unicycle on that jump. I don't know why, I just thought it'd be fun. The rest of it's kind of a blur. I don't remember a lot of what happened. I just remembered that I really wanted it and that I was gonna push my body to the limits. I just want to say thank you for all the support. I couldn't have done it without all of my family and friends. It was amazing to see everybody come together. There were multiple people that stayed up 24 hours just like I did.
What was the last jump like?
It was very emotional. I had lots of family and friends there helping me like push through, and just that last jump was awesome because I knew it was over and I didn't have to keep pushing myself. And yeah, it was just super relieving, and it was awesome. The final count was 102. It was crazy, but it was fun.
It's absolutely incredible just to watch that. And I did want to note to you that Jonathan was doing this for a great cause, generating donations for the Twin Falls Search and Rescue Team, as well as the Special Operations Rescue Team in the Magic Valley. But Brian, I want to touch on this. We talked about, you know, the climb out of the canyon there. So it's about a 500-foot climb. So if you take a look at the height of Mount Everest, about 30,000 feet, if you add up all the times he climbed up over a 24-hour period, he basically did Everest 1.5 times. Ooh, so it's amazing.
Exactly, with no oxygen.
No oxygen. And I know sometimes when we run stories like this, there's a lot of common questions about, was he packing his own chute? He didn't have to pack his own chute.
No, that's required. You need some help in this. There's a lot. That's why I thanked a lot of people that did this. And by the way, the actual record for doing base jumps off the Perrine Bridge is actually 201, but that guy had a crane lift him out of the canyon, put him back on top, so it's not quite the same thing. This was human-powered.
Human-powered.
102 times.
I did ask him at the end of our interview, I asked, you know, how'd you sleep the next day? He goes, fantastic.
I bet. I bet. Couldn't feel his legs 2 days later either.
No.